Okay, how you guys doing, YouTube? This is Popgun Poo. I'm gonna show you my bug out bag. Pretty much I've been inspired to put a bug out bag together. Pretty much my friend, a YouTube user, Omega Man 42, had shown me his bug out bag, and it pretty much inspired me to put a bug out bag myself. Although it's not as thorough as I wish it was, as compared to my friend Omega Man, it has basic necessities that I would need in case of shit hit the fan scenario, natural disaster, or mass evacuation were to happen. So let me go ahead and show you what I have in my bug out bag. This is my bug out bag right here. In my bug out bag, I do have some clothes in here. I'm not going to pull it out, but I do have some clothes. I have t-shirts, two t-shirts, maybe two underwears or whatever, boxers, whatever you want to call it. Socks. I got shorts in there. Basically, I got 2 days worth of clothes there, just in case I were to need it for whatever reason. If I wanted to change. But that is my bug out bag. This is it was actually a paintball bag, but that I got at Huntington Beach at the National Professional Paintball League Association tournament, and I bought one of those, $15. So I used it for this purpose for a bug out bag. Okay, now for the bug out bag and the contents of the bug out bag. What I have in my bug out bag is essential stuff like beef jerky. You want some type of food, in case of a shit hit the fan scenario. There's not going to be readily available food out there. So, keep in mind, guys, you should always have food and water. Those are the two most important things. Okay, so I have beef jerky in mine. You can get granola bars, stuff like that. I have Fiji water, so I have 2 of those. I wish I had a bigger bag so I can put more stuff, but that is what I have. What I have next is alcohol, just for sanitary reasons, or for hygiene reasons, or for reasons of if I needed to use it for a disinfectant, or to avoid infections if I were to have a wound. This is where the alcohol come in handy. So this is why I suggest you guys should have some, alcohol in your backpack, or bug out bag, I mean. I also have this, natural gentle wipes. I got this from Walmart. Like a buck, costs like a buck. These, they're like baby wipes or whatever you want to call it, wet naps. They come in very handy. So I would suggest that. And in case you need to sanitize your hands or whatever, just a good thing to have. Up next is a first aid kit. Not very thorough as I want. I got this at the 99-cent store. It has bandages and stuff, cleaning wipes, but when I have extra money, I'm going to want to buy one that has like scissors in there, tweezers, cotton gauze rolls, anti-itch ointments, or burn ointments, like Neosporin or something like that, Court Aid to that effect. You want those things, because when a natural disaster happens, who knows what kind of injuries one would have, whether it be yourself or your family. At least you're prepared. You have the first aid kit that's necessary to treat those wounds or whatnot. But very important, guys. Something to think about. Okay, up next I have tie wraps. I got this at the 99-cent store. Definitely will come in handy. You need to put a splint together. You broke your leg or something. You can use tie wraps or duct tape. Duct tape's another good universal tool, I guess, or item. You can put a splint together, hold things up. If you want to put your temporary I don't know, a shed or something together, or just something where you're going to be sleeping under. You can use these things to hold things up. So tie wrap and duct tape, very good idea to have, guys. So you should think about that. I got plastic bags. These will come in handy for whatever reason. So you guys should think about that in your bug out bag. Put those there. And I also have a whistle. A must-have, especially in an event where you would need, you want to call for help. Let's say the National Guard start driving by the street. They're trying to look for survivors, victims, or whatnot. It's very useful to have a whistle. So keep that in mind, and put that in as an addition to your bug-out bag as well. Another thing to have is a match holder. This is waterproof, I believe. I got this at I got this at Walmart actually. At the camping section, cost me $1, I believe, 88 cents maybe. I forgot, maybe $2. So that wasn't that much. Comes with 25 matches. And you have the striker here, or the flint here, where you can strike the match. Definitely a must-have if you need to, make heat or bonfire or something. To keep from being cold, you know what I mean. So definitely a must-have. Matches. Even cavemen know that. So just keep that in mind. Also, I have cotton swabs. Definitely a good thing to have for hygiene reasons, or if you want to clean a wound, with alcohol or something. This is definitely a must-have. So keep some cotton swabs with you. Definitely a good idea. And all bug out bags, or even if you didn't have a bug out bag, it's always good to have a knife. This is the most universal tool that you can have out there. You can utilize for many reasons, or many things. For cutting things, or even for self-defense if you had to. For last resort, if you had to, protect yourself, a knife is definitely a great weapon to have. So every bug out bag should have that. I carry a knife, as my everyday carry, because in California, unfortunately, it's hard to get a concealed weapons permit. And then even if I did have one, I still need to save up for a gun, because firearms are very expensive. And although I believe in the Second Amendment and I have shot a few times, shooting is a lot of fun. That's why if you see my other reviews, I use BB guns, because they're fun as well, and definitely much cheaper to shoot. So just putting my 2 cents there about what to carry. This is another thing I got from the 99-cent store. It's a flashlight. This is a dual power, either battery, or if you push this lever down, it brings the crank down, and you just crank it. The faster you crank it, the brighter the light. So that's what I have here. I would suggest getting the one at Walmart though. They have one, I believe it's by Everready, I'm not sure. Omega Man 42, YouTube user here, has that flashlight, and it's it's pretty good. You just crank it for like 3 minutes, I believe, and you get like between 5 to 10 minutes of power, and you don't have, it's not that tiring, and it comes in very handy. So I would suggest that, and it's much brighter than that flashlight. That flashlight only cost me 99 cents, and as you can tell, I think the top LED is starting to blow out, but eventually when I get extra money, I'm going to upgrade my flashlight. A flashlight that doesn't need batteries. Okay, my other ultimate flashlight that I have, which is also an EDC flashlight that I used to use, is Next Torch. This is very, very bright. It's a tactical flashlight. Some use it for AR-15s and that type of weapons. For my case, since I don't have any of those, I just keep it in my my pocket or whatever. But in this case, I now use this on my bug out bag. Takes CR123 batteries, very bright, you know, so I keep that. And I was saying the whole purpose of this bug out bag, okay, is for a national disaster. If we ever, you know, shit ever hits the fan, you know, there's a mass exodus, you know, out of where we're at. We need to, you know, we need to leave. You know, in my case, just like the Fukushima plants, I live in Southern California. I live about 17 miles, you know, east of Los Angeles and about 1 hour away from a nuclear power plant here in California, which is located near or in Oceanside. So what I would recommend for those who live by nuclear power plants is to have at least a bottle of potassium iodide, or the pill version if you have them. I tried to purchase you know, the pills, but unfortunately on some sites they all said back order, and I guess it's because of the you know, the potassium iodide hype that was been going on due to the Fukushima meltdown plants in Japan. So I was fortunate to find this at vitaminshop.com. You know, it's just not that we need it, but it's always good, you know, to have it in case, you know, disaster happen and you have something. You know, can't wait for the FDA people or whatever, FEMA or whatever, to come by. By that time, you get radiation all over you, you know, and you know, you just want better be prepared. Also, what I have here is a CB radio walkie-talkie that has weather channel capabilities. This is definitely a must-have here. Let me see here. See if you can hear that. Okay guys, so as you can hear that, that's the weather channel. That'll give us all the weather information, or probably emergency information if a natural disaster were to happen. And then you you push a couple buttons here, then you go into CB mode. As you can see, that's channel 9. Channel 9 and 19 are the most common emergency channels in the United States for the 40-channel citizen band radio. So I would suggest you guys have that, and maybe a pair of FRS radios if you have those too. Keep that very handy if you need to get into communication and get in contact with anyone, whether it be you know, people or the authorities who can help you out, you know, for emergency. It's a good thing to have. Okay, up next is my shit hit the fan weapon. Okay, fortunately I can't afford a firearm at the moment, although I wish I could. You know, I am a strong believer of the Second Amendment, but at this moment, you know, it's just times are tough right now, you know, so I just got to make do with what I have. Anything is better than nothing, especially when a shit hit the fan scenario happens. You need to protect yourself and your family. I use a H&K USP BB gun, .177 caliber. I know most of you guys might laugh at me, but you know, in a serious sense, you know, if anything were to happen, anything is better than nothing. You know, I don't wish to kill anybody, and you know, but you know, you need something to protect yourself, and that's the bottom line. So I use a USP 45 or .177 caliber BB gun. Then I have 2,400 rounds of BBs. This will last me a long time. 12 grams CO2 to power up my BB gun, and that's it. That's pretty much my bug out bag. Don't forget your prayer book. Always gives you hope. Turn to God, and you always find help. All right, guys. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed my video of my bug out bag. Something you guys should think of, especially with all the national disasters that's been happening, the tsunami, the earthquake in Japan, and most recently in our soil here in the United States, you know, the tornadoes that happened in Alabama. You know, my prayers go out to them and everybody else. Well, hope you guys enjoyed my video, and I hope to make more. Talk to you soon. Bye.